right, so today we're going to clean out our coop. This is the hen house. This is where the girls live, and the run. And then we're also going to do a little bit of straightening out here, the main area that they live. You can see there's a little bit of chicken poo and whatnot in there, so we're going to get that all nice and clean and fresh for them. And we're going to clean out their hen house. Our hen house has this nice little door that opens up, so we'll have this tray. You can see there's lots of poo in there. We'll get this tray, we'll pull that out and get that cleaned, and then also, come over here, we'll open up this back hatch so we can also clean their nesting box. Oh, we've got a surprise. Alrighty. So once we get these eggs out, we'll get started. We'll clean this all the way out and put fresh hay and pine shavings in there for them. Alright, so I've got this nice little bucket and also the little rake from a pooper scooper that we use. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. This is the actual nesting box. This is where all the chickens lay their eggs. And so we're just going to scoop that out. It kind of becomes a little nest for them. Make sure that we get all that out real quick. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Just scoop this out. This is where they sleep at night. They don't usually sleep in the same place that they lay their eggs in. Get out of there, little bug. Alright. Once you get all this poo out of here and all this old stuff, you can see that it's in actually pretty good shape. Nice sturdy bottom to it. So we'll lay this a layer of hay on both of these parts here. We'll start on the bottom over here. I like to put pine shavings just because every now and then we'll see, as you can see over here, there's a little wet spot there. Sometimes they may break an egg. An egg may be a little soft, and so it leaks to the bottom. So we want to put some pine shavings down there. That'll soak it up, and then we'll put some hay on top with some more pine shavings. All right. So here we go. We're going to start out with a layer of pine shavings. Like I said earlier, that'll absorb whatever liquid may be over there in that nesting box area. Sometimes they break an egg, something like that. So we'll just put a little bottom line of some pine shavings. Makes it nice and soft. All right, sweetie, give me some of this. We're gonna make, come over here. We're gonna actually make a little nest here. What I like to do is just kind of line it loosely. All right, make it nice and soft. And then give me some more, hon. There we go. And now I'm going to start making it into the shape of a nest. The hens will do the rest, but this kind of gets it into a nice comfy little spot for them to do their egg laying, and then I'll just line the inside. And then they'll do whatever they want to do with that, make it more comfortable. So on this side over here, give me some more of this. I'll let you put it in there. Just gently. There you go. Good work. Make it nice and comfortable, because remember, this is where they sleep at night. Okay. Do a little bit more.
These chickens are really cute too.
They are. Okay. They need a nice place for sleeping at night. So doesn't that look comfortable? All right, and we're going to put a little bit more this stuff on here.
A little bit more hay.
Okay. Okay. There we go. How's that look? Does that look nice and comfortable? Fluffy, comfy, clean, smells nice. And we're going to do all this over again in probably another week or so. And now, if you'll take a look in here, the really dirty part, there is a lot of poo in there. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take out these rooster bars. You're going to get your hands dirty. You're going to touch chicken poop. Make your peace with it, because that's just part of it. We'll get both of these out, and we'll save those for later. So here's the problem that I have. Go back up just a little bit. There we go. As I'm pulling this out, there's more poo on this than will fit underneath this little bar. I can't move this little bar. So what I have to do, I'll take my little rake again. Got my little container just in case. What I like to do is I like to just pull it over to the other side. And then, I know you don't have smell-o-vision. This doesn't actually smell bad. I think if you let chicken poop stay long enough and there's a lot of it there, eventually it'll start to smell really bad, but I don't smell any. Do you smell anything? Do you smell anything? None of us here smell anything, so if anything, you may get kind of a wet hay smell. These chickens, I don't know if it's just that my chicken's poop doesn't stink. Okay. All right, so we're gonna try to pull this all the way out. I think I've done it. All right. And what I'm gonna do with this is I'm actually gonna go unload this into our little compost pile. We'll talk more about the compost pile later. Oh, that came out nice and clean. Usually I have to spray this down. Not this time. Everything was nice and dry, so we're gonna go put this little guy right back in. Excellent. Nice and clean. All right. And these are in good shape too, all things considered. I wouldn't eat dinner on them or anything, but they're not wet with chicken poo, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put these back as they are. There we go. Okay, so nice and clean. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a layer of pine shavings on there, and that's really to just kind of help absorb the wet chicken poo that may come in the next week or so. All right, so now it's time to put the pine shavings in. And you can put enough in to cover the floor. How does this smell? They smell good? Nice and clean? Pine shavings absorb a lot of odor. So even once you have a dirty coop and you're dealing with all the chicken stuff in here, having the pine shavings in here is really helpful because it just absorbs a lot of that smell, a lot of that extra, I think that's probably pretty good, a lot of that extra goo. All right, and tell everybody what we do with our hands after we're touching chicken stuff.
Wash our hands especially.
That's right, because there's always a risk of salmonella, there's always a risk of any kind of bacteria, things like that. You don't want to take a chance. So always, always, always wash your hands after you're dealing with this. So you don't catch anything. Make sure we cut it all the way. Close it up. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to rake through some of this stuff. There's a little bit of a wet spot here. This actually isn't from the chickens as far as anything disgusting. This is just because they make a giant mess when they drink because they're chickens. That's just what chickens do. So what we're going to do is they move stuff around, they dust bathe, they create a mess because that's what chickens like to do in the course of a day. So I try to move all this stuff around. It's not necessary to get all the chicken poop out of here unless it starts to really build up. And so I try to kind of even it all out if I can. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a fresh layer of pine shavings on here. They like to move stuff around, they like to dust bathe, they like to make a mess, they like to rearrange, because they're chickens, because they're silly. So we just want to make sure that we get everything nice and even, especially when they're starting to change the landscape there a little bit. All right, girls, how's that look?
It's good.
Awesome. Yeah? Does it look nice and even?
Mm-hmm.
You think?
Yeah.
This'll do. All right. We brought this little thing in here for them to sit on. I'll try to scrape that off if I can. I don't think it bothers them any to sit on it, but just so it doesn't look disgusting. There we go. So It's nice and clean. All right. Little one, you ready? Can you bring it in? All right. You know the drill. All right, so we're going to start just sprinkling these pine shavings. Make sure that they spread out. And of course, as soon as the chickens come back in here, they're going to mess it all up. But, yeah. Again, this cuts down on the smell. It cuts down on, if you've got wet spots from the rain or whatever, it'll absorb it really well.
The last time we had rain, it was a puddle.
It was a puddle. That's right. Try to do your best to keep it out of their food. Awesome stuff that way. Let's go home. Let's go home. Go home. Go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. Oh. They like coming home to a clean coop. Come on, come on. Look here.
Chickens!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, they're saying, oh, our coop is all clean.
They're like,
Nosy little chickens. Nothing beats a clean coop. Right? You girls make us yummy eggs and we'll make sure you have a clean house. And that's it. That's how you clean a coop.